What's up, all? This is Viporium. So I'm on my Undermine server here. What I'm about to show you is the add-on called TSM. What you want to look for is all these right here, TradeSkillMaster. And these are all the add-ons that you want. You don't want WoW auction and you don't want additions, but you want to get TradeSkillMaster, accounting, app helper, auction database, auctioning, crafting, destroying, mailing, shopping, vendoring, and warehousing. You can pick all these up at curse.com on the Twitch app for your desktop if you have it. Once you get the app installed, just log into any character you would like. Now, depending on if you run Carbonite or anything else, your setup may be a little bit different, but you're still going to have the same emblems around your map or close to your map area. So as you can tell in this character here, this is just from an Undermine server. This character here was able to get 7,123 gold. So if you click on TradeSkillMaster, you come to this page right here. And then what you want to do, first thing I do is options. And you want to go to shopping. You want to make sure that all this right here should be default. The only thing that you're really changing here is below vendor sale price should be unchecked. And below custom price, you want to type in 30% and then have a space and then type in DB market. And I will show you what all this right here is about. This is your sniper options. When you're through with this, you want to go to auction DB under tooltip options. You want to make sure you have all 7 of these checked. I believe 4 of them come automatically, so you just want to add the other 3. I'll get into that here in a second. You also want to have, let me find it real quick, under auctioning, you want to have this right here checked. Alright, so once you get all those checked, we're going to go here to groups. As you can tell, I have a non-stack and a stack group. But what you want to do is you want to create a group, and you can create however you want. So let's say cloth. We're going to name the group cloth. After you name your group, you hit enter, and you can add your items over. So let's say I want to add a wool cloth over, so I'm going to group wool cloth into this item. As you can tell here from my non-stack, I pretty much keep everything that cannot stack up. Armor, weapons, battle pets. I keep everything over here. I made a group called stack, and this is everything that can stack up, or more than one, such as ore, leather, cloth, gems, food. So after you make your group, I'm going to go back to the cloth here, the one that we just created. After you move your items over, you want to click on operations. It should say no operation, create new operation, and so forth. For this particular one, we're going to create a new operation. We're going to name this operation. So we're going to name it cloth also, just for this. So you're going to have a match stack size and all this on the general. What we want to do is go to post. Under post, I usually do 48 hours. And then I move my post cap over to 200. So basically what post cap is that what it does it allows you to, if you have 200 of the same item, then you could post all 200. If you kept it at 1, if you had 200 of the same item, you only could post one of those items and the other 199 will stay in your inventory. Because we're doing cloth, I'm going to do a stack size of 5. You can just type it in. And then you want to do a allow partial stack. So if you have 19 wool cloths, for this case, or any kind of anything that goes in this, it will post 3 stacks of 5 and 1 stack of 4. Alright, so the undercut amount. What I use, and we're actually going to stop here, and I'm going to go back to my single, or to my stack cell. This right here is how I would set everything up. During the stack cell, you see I have 48 hours, 200 cap, 5 stack size, allow partial stack. This is what you want to type in. Undercut amount. I do minimum 10% of DB region sale average, comma, spacebar, 10% of DB market. Make sure those are in parentheses. And I'll explain how this works here in just a moment. Minimum price. You do minimum, parentheses, open, 20% DB region sale average, 30% DB market. This is going to be, it'll say something here, I forgot what it says originally, where you're going to post at minimum price when it's below minimum. Maximum price, you want to do minimum 150% DB region sale average, comma, spacebar 125% DB market. Then you're going to hit OK. Basically, to make this easy for you, if you highlight this right here, do Control C, come down to this right here, highlight it, and then do Control V, and hit OK. And all you're doing is changing the percentages. Normal price, I do 105% DB region sale average and 90% DB market. You want to make sure post at minimum and post at maximums here. This is for my stack. For my non-stack group that I made, again, with all my armor and everything that cannot stack up, I have under operations to get here quicker, you click on operations and click auctioning. I have a single stack sale. This is going to be basically almost the same, but a little bit different on the numbers here. 48 hours, post cap 200, stack size at 1. This right here is going to be your undercut amount. Again, if you use control and copy earlier, you could paste here and just change it to 5% and 5%. Minimum price, I do 20 and 20. Maximum, I do 125, 125, and normal I do 80 and 80. Same thing, post at minimum, post at maximum. Alright, when you have those done, and you move all your items over that you want, and I'm going to go in here and clear out my auction house real quick, because I'm going to show you how this works. We're going to cancel all auctions. You just see with the items I have in here, I can, after I have my TSM and all my groups set up, so I'm going to get rid of this cloth group. I'm going to move this back over. I'm going to put the wool cloth under my stack. And you can set this up however you want. You don't have to do non-stack or stack. You could set it up for like sometimes if you open up your trade skill, you could do TSM groups. Close this out. And then you could create profession groups. And if you do that, it'll automatically put everything in the group for you. So like, let's say you're doing tailoring, and it happens the first time you open it up. I just like this right here better. It's less complicated. But when you open it up, you get, would you like to have TSM do everything? You could click yes, and everything will move over into its own group. All right. So this here's everything that I have. So let's go over this. We'll go over a pet real quick. This is a dreadmaw.
Do not waste my time, lesser creature.
Actually, let me move my bag real quick so we can read this better. So this is a dreadmaw. You can see everything here with what setup we have. You see how much is in your inventory, if there's any in the guild bank, if you visited the guild bank, how many you have purchased, the last day that you purchased it, and then on your TSM auction database. This right here tells you the minimum buyout on this server as of an hour 8 minutes ago. The market value for this server. So it takes the like the top 10% of the items, and that's how it calculates the market value. You have your historical price for this server and the region market value average for this server. Now pets do not have the region market sale because of the level that the pets could be. So let's go over something that does. This is a crafted item for tailoring. If you look under TSM auction database, you can see that the region sale average is 19 gold, 56 silver. That is across all US realms. Since Undermine is a US realm, that's what it's basing it off of. The region sell rate, it has a 25% chance to sell. And the region average daily sold is at 1 in the whole average in the whole US region gets sold of all the US servers. So if one region sells 100 of them, and all the other regions or all the other servers sell 0, then you're going to get your, or 99 other regions sell 0, or 99 other servers, and that's where your 1 comes from. But it kind of gives you an idea there. So leather, light leather here, for example, the region sale rate or the region sale average is 1 gold. For this server, the market value is 1 gold, 11 silver. The minimum right now is a 42 silver one. It has a 49% chance to sell at the region sale average, and the average rate sold, or the average sold daily, is 370. Kind of gives you an idea there. So once you have all your stuff in your groups, go over here to auctioneer. You should have something similar to this. You're definitely going to have these 3 buttons. We're going to go to auctioning, select all groups, and then we're going to start a post scan. So it's basically scanning all my items. Now some of these items, common sense tells you can't sell it for that much, such as like tough jerky down here. You know, some dude put it in there for 16,704 gold. You're not going to get that much for it. So I have 132 auctions that I could do here. So we're going to start with crawler meat. It says I could sell it for 1 silver, 85 copper. And I'm going to be posting at normal price, and the reason is because nobody's selling this right now. But I need to get my food up, so I'm going to keep it. Linen cloth is, we would sell it for 7 silver, 19 copper. although the region sale average is 27 silver. But because of the parameters we put, we're going to undercut if we choose to sell it. Now you could right click on your mouse here on your buyout and then scroll back up to where it was, and you can see that this person variant is selling it for 9 silver. But since it's just one, I'm going to save it until I get more stacks of it. Alright, this person here is selling Strange Dust. So our max price that we're going to sell it for is going to be 3 gold and 54 silver. That's the most that we would sell it. So that's where it would post, because he is selling it for 4 gold, 49 silver. We're definitely going to be undercutting him regardless. But I need that for enchanting. And as you tell, I hit skip and then it still shows Strange Dust there because now this is a stack of 3 besides a stack of 5. Murloc Fin, I need it to cook, so I'm going to save that. This Lumberjack Axe, probably not going to sell for whatever, but we're going to go ahead and post it anyways. And I'll show you how I do resales and everything here in just a moment. Small leg I need for cooking, bolts of linen cloth. I pretty much don't need that anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and sell. No, actually I'm going to keep it because I can make some green items with it. I'll go ahead and look at this Lesser Stroll. I should be getting 67 silver out of it. Only 2 of them sell per day. So it wants me to sell it for 31. I'm going to hold on to that. Then we're going to post this and these gypsy bands. And then the brown linen shirt, we're going to go ahead and post all 5 of those. Go ahead and post this. Tough jerky, it's not going to sell for 1260 gold. So we're just going to skip it and sell it to a vendor. That's food that I need. We'll sell the wood chopper. I need that for tailoring. Red linen shirt, we're going to throw in there. We're going to be undercutting the competition. Medium leather, we're going to go ahead and but 2 gold, 55 silver is what I would get out of it for one. I'm going to go ahead and just sell the 2 that I have for 99 silver. I'm okay with that. Dreadmaw. So this right here is one that I bought for 545 gold. I'm going to resell it for 1343 gold. Journeyman's belt, I'm going to sell for 26 gold. Lesser healing potions probably not going to sell, but we're going to go ahead and put it in there anyways. 4 ribs, I need those. Tiger's eye, we'll go ahead and undercut the competition. I'm going to need the coyote meat. Light leather, we'll go ahead and get rid of. I'm going to need the boar meat. I'm going to sell the rum. I'm going to need the magic essence. I'm going to need the clam meat, and I'm going to need my thread. So then what I do, I just come back in, because sometimes it don't catch everything. So it caught everything there that we needed to do. Alright, so now, if you notice, let me go back to it real quick. I'm going to skip everything again, because we already put everything in the auction house that we were going to put in there. So everything that's in my auction house right now, if it sells, we're going to get 5,541 gold out of it. So now we're going to go to shopping. And you always want to do this before you leave the auction house. You want to go to custom filter, other searches, click on it, and then let's start a vendor search. And what vendor search is going to do is going to look for items that people have put in the auction house that you could buy and sell it to a vendor. Now, I'm not going to buy these out here, but if you look down here, 2 auctions found below vendor price for a potential profit of 6 silver. So if you really want to make that 6 silver, you just buy these 2 items out, go sell them to a vendor. Click back on custom filter again, and then start sniper. Now what sniper does is it looks for stuff such as this right here. This is only 6%, like what I posted. This market value is your the database market, which in this case, the market value for this right here is 5 gold. We know you're not going to get 5 gold out of it, but I'm selling it for 6%, or basically 94% of value market. Now, sometimes it will pull up your stuff, but if you just stay here in this page, more and more items will pop up. These items pop up basically the last 2 minutes that people are putting stuff in the auction house. If it's 30% or below, it's going to pop up here. This is where I found my sandstone drakes, because somebody had put in the auction house for like 2,500 gold or whatever, or it might have been 25. I can't remember what it was, but they had put 10 of them in here, and it popped up over here like for me for like 4%, and I just went ahead and bought them, kept one, and then sold the other 9. Sometimes, if you're not quick enough, the people realize they made a mistake and pull it out, which this dude realized it, but I'd already done it. He messaged me afterwards, after I bought it, and basically chewed me out for not giving it back to him. But usually, what I do is, like if I go to a bathroom break or something, or go get something to eat, I keep it on this and just let it keep scanning and all that. Right now, this server's really not busy here in the auction house, or people are putting in a lot of stuff for overpricing it, or trying to keep it around normal price. Now you could change your market value if you want to get more of a region average. And the way to do that is to go back here into options, go to shopping, then you could type in, what is it that we had here? Region sale average. So we go to shopping and then type in DB region sale average. And if you make a mistake, like if it's the wrong thing and all that, you can always look in your chat box down there to the left. Let's say you had put an E there, it'll tell you invalid custom price. So we're going to do DB sale, region sale average here. And we can do that here too. And if you need help trying to figure out what everything means, you go here, type in TSM sources, and then basically you kind of tell everything there. Alright. Now if we open up the auctioneer, go to custom and then start sniper. Now it's going to pull up anything 30% or less below the database region sale average. So as you notice, nothing of ours came up because that's what we were selling it for, the region sale average. So if you hit stop, go to save searches. You always type in something here, but it saves all your stuff over here. So like light breath, for example. Market value. So this right here is going to have a 0 market value for it, because again, these pets level up. So if you want to scroll over it, kind of get an idea that the database for this server is 1686 average. So they're selling it well more than what it's worth on the server. I bought one for 300 gold the other day, sniper, and sold it for I think I was sold mine for like 600, or no, I think it was 500. And I sold it for 600. Then you go back to save searches and Dreadmaw, for example. All mine are in there. Go back to sniper, see if anything pops up real quick. Still nothing, but I'm not waiting a long time on it. Then before I leave here, I do one more vendor search. It's the same items. So that's pretty much how you set up TSM. Other things that you could look at. Go here to accounting. You can see everything that you sold under revenue. You can click on total price and kind of get an idea. Starting from the very top. I sold 63 stacks of 5 stack stone high leather. Sold it for 6 gold each per item. And then I've made almost 2,000 gold off of it. This is for all my characters here. Other income, you have your transfers, and then your resales. So it's the stuff that I bought out of the auction house using Sniper. Blight Breath, I bought it for 500 gold, sold it for 611. I made 111 gold profit, 22%. Burning Blade, I made a 25%. This item here, so I purchased it out of the auction house for 5 silver. This is what the vendor did for me when I clicked on it in the auction house. I bought it for 5 silver, took it to the vendor, sold it for 2 gold. So we made a 4,300, 2% profit off of it. Then you have your expenses, like anything that you bought from the auction house or vendor. Everything's there. So we bought these out here, and then we're going to turn around and resell them. And then other expenses, postage, transfer, stuff like that. And you have your failed auctions. So I kind of keep an eye on this. So anything that has failed twice, or if you set it up for 48 hours, if it fails 3 times during that week, it's probably not going to sell. You can either use it or sell it to a vendor. And those are ones that expired, and of course you have your ones that you canceled and all that. There's your item database for everything that you have picked up, everything that you sold, how much the average sale price was, that you bought, and how much did you spend on each one to buy. There's your summary, how much gold you earned in the last 7 and last 30 days. Your expenses, your purchase, your balance. Now, a lot of mine is for profit, is I've lost a lot. Mainly because I transferred some gold to new characters, or I was that's pretty much what it is transferring gold. You can tell right here, transferring 22,602 gold. And those to a couple of my low level characters. The biggest sale, the most that you sold. Done another transfer here of 10,000 gold. And your player gold, you can kind of see where you started at, whichever character. So with Viporium, I kind of gone up and down. You can see your guild gold if you use guild gold or anything, of how much all that is. This here kind of gives you a sum of all your characters on this server. You have your crafting stuff here, so this out here basically for everything that I can craft. So if you click on profit, these boots right here, you got a 4% chance to sell them for 232 gold, which will give you a 229 gold profit if you make it and sell them. So basically, it takes your crafting costs. How much are the mats if you were to buy these mats in the auction house? Right now it would be 3 gold and 28 silver for that. You have all your materials that you could get right now that you to craft. So like if I click this, every single thing that's on here for tailoring, which I mean you could go here to tailoring, everything I could get right now for tailoring that I could use, this is how much they would be in the auction house or from a vendor. There we go, sorry. The same thing for enchanting. So I could use all this stuff right here. Go to get the mats for strange dust and all that. Destroying is anything that for disenchanting, this is everything that I've disenchanted and what it came up to. Kind of gives you average. The brown linen pants, I've destroyed 26 of them. So I'm averaging 1.12 strange dust per and a 0.38 for lesser magic essence. That's how TSM works, and basically the whole setup and all that. So the big thing about TSM is that you definitely want to have your operations. Oh, and to make sure that your groups and all that are set with the correct operations and everything. So let's say you want to take your stacks and you want to do cloth and you want to do ore and everything, but you want to run the same parameters. You just click on each one and then just go to stack sell, so forth. So if you need help setting it up any further than that, you can message me, Viporium, on the Discord channel, or you could message me on Steam at Viporium or on Twitter at Viporium. And I'm usually on between 11 and 3 or 11 and 4 at night, and I will help you set it up. Alright, thank you.